Ooh, welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 27th, 2025. I waited until TNA's Victory Road is over because I want to do this results and Smackdown results. So I waited until it's over. It ended like at 12. I did watch the main event. I watched on some guy's stream to watch the main event, and I thought it was a pretty decent main event. It was decent. It was great main events, and big match got made for Bound for Glory. But we did find out what's the announcement of Ash. I saw little clips of this. Ash says she's not 100%. I guess she's injured. So she has to vacate the Knockouts Championship. And then they had a battle royal determine the two people that will face each other later on that night, tonight. And whoever wins that match, the singles match, it will be the new champion and face Indy Hartwell at Bound for Glory. Because remember what happened to Masha, and Ash can't fight because I guess she's injured. So that's happening there, and I will tell you guys who won it when we get there. First match of the evening, we got Zachary Wentz versus Trey Miguel and Cedric Alexander. I saw a little clip here that they tried to do a little history book here, tried to copy something from Survivor Series of 2009, I believe, when Triple H and Shawn Michaels had a triple threat match with John Cena. And they were teammates, but Shawn Michaels super kicked Triple H. Trey Miguel did the same thing with Zachary Wentz. But the winner of that match was Zachary Wentz. We had the System JDC. JCC makes his return, teaming up with Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers to Order 4, Jason Hodge, John Schuyler, and Agent O. Agent O made his debut. He had a match. The winner of that match was the System. And then we got Li Yang Lee and Kalani Jordan from NXT. Battle Royal will determine who will face off for the TNA Knockouts Championship later in that night. So Kalani Jordan and Lee will have a match, a one-on-one match for the Knockouts Championship. We have Matt Cardona teaming up with the hometown man to face the Nimitz brothers, Nick and Ryan Nimitz. The winner of that match was Matt Cardona and hometown man, Mike Santana versus Ridge Holland. The winner of that match was Mike Santana. And I saw little clips that Trick Williams attacked by Santana. We have Mustafa Ali versus Moose, and the winner gets their team advantage at Bound for Glory. The winner of that match and gets their advantage was Mustafa Ali. We have Joe Hendry versus Eric Young. The winner of that match was Joe Hendry. And I read about that Joe Hendry was waving goodbye and he saying goodbye, I guess, and he was emotional. People are saying that he is going to be a full-time WWE superstar when his contract ends. And I guess his contract ends soon. Well, we're supposed to have a penthouse, first-class penthouse with AJ Francis and Matt Hardy, but it turned into a tables match, I guess. Matt Hardy versus AJ Francis. The winner of that match was Matt Hardy. We had Kalani Jordan versus Li Yang Lee for the Vacate Knockouts World Championship, with Indy Hartwell was a special guest referee. The winner of that match and your new Knockouts champion, NXT's Kalani Jordan. Wow. So Kalani Jordan will be versing Indy Hartwell at Bound for Glory for the Knockouts Championship. This is a second NXT woman winning their Knockouts Championship. Well, I think why they did this is because of the TNA and NXT war, the invasion that's happening. So I think that's what it is. I think that's why they're doing it, because I think Trick Williams will lose the world title. They will finally give Mike Santana the big win at Bound for Glory. I think Mike Santana is going to win the world championship. We have Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Maclin for the International Championship. The winner of that match was Frankie Kazarian. He's the new champion because of the little help and the little distraction of Mil Mantras, the guy from AAA, and he's a former Lucha Underground World Champion. He came out and distracted Steve Maclin. He did the same thing on the kickoff show. They had a face-to-face, and now he distracted him. We have Leon Slater versus Myron Reed for the X Division Championship in the main event. I saw this match. Awesome match. Great match. These guys did everything they could to destroy each other. The winner of that match and still champion was Leon Slater. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Santino Marella came out and said, "This is TNA. That's our X Division champion. This is Leon Slater. And he has a match that everybody wants to see." So at Bound for Glory, Leon Slater defends his X Division championship against NXT's Javon Evans at Bound for Glory. I love it. I can't wait to see this match happen. Oh man, I wish Leon Slater showed up on NXT. It could still happen because they had to build up the match, right? They did it with the world title between Joe Hendry, Mike Santana, and Trick Williams. When they signed a contract at Great American Bash, maybe they will kind of build up to Bound for Glory with Leon Slater show up to NXT. This is the match I want to see, and I'm happy that I don't care which company is doing it. They're actually making this match happen. I'm watching Bound for Glory. I want to watch that. I want to watch all the matches. So NXT is taking over Bound for Glory right now. Kalani Jordan is the Knockouts World Champion now. Trick Williams is the World Champion. And Javon Evans gets a shot of the X Division Championship. And there could be NXT stars in that Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. We know Kalani Jordan will not be in it, so it could be other people from NXT. Who knows? There's going to be a lot of TNA wrestlers that has a match at Bound for Glory because they had to have some other matches. They only have a couple of matches. They have a world title, they have a Knockouts title, tag titles, and they Call Your Shot Gauntlet. They need other matches too, so they need Frankie Kazarian to have his first defense. So that Frankie Kazarian not going to be in the Gauntlet match, and whoever his number contender is. So we will find out what happens at Bound for Glory. I can't wait. I'm excited, and I think everybody got excited on Smackdown as well. I'll tell you guys why. Well, this is why people are excited, because WWE listened to the fans. People wanted Cena to face AJ Styles one last time. And they just made it official. It would be John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. I don't care where it is at. These guys had great matches everywhere they gone. Every PLE they are in, they had great matches. Money in the Bank. I forgot the other ones. SummerSlam. The Royal Rumble for the WWE title at 2017. They had great matches. And they're going to do it again. I'm hoping they do it again. They have a great match. Because this is their last time having a match. But people are hoping. We have 2 more pay-per-views. PLEs. Well, it's only 3, because if you count Saturday's main events. We got October. I don't think there is a PLE is on October. Is there? Maybe a Saturday's main event. November Survivor Series and Saturday's main event is the last PLE. And the last PLE for John Cena in December? Will we get Edge versus John Cena? People are saying that Adam Copeland leaves AEW because of that. Will they leave Edge and John Cena last? I think they should, because it's one of his most popular rivalry. Like Randy Orton is. It sucks that they did to him like second rivalry, something like that, or third. But yes, I think Cena and Edge. The only sucky part is that if they're going to leave it at last, they might leave it until Saturday's main event. I don't like that. It should be a big PLE like Survivor Series. So I'm hoping they don't leave it last, because it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It should be on a big PLE. That Edge versus John Cena, it should be a big PLE. If he can't show up on the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, it has to be on one of the big fours. The Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, those three can't make it, because those already happened. But there's one more last four, and that's Survivor Series. John Cena and AJ Styles, not AJ Styles, John Cena and Edge should be a Survivor Series. And somebody that he could just beat for his last hurrah at Saturday's main events at December. On December, I'm hoping that it doesn't be like that, because it should be John Cena versus Edge in a big PLE if Edge shows up and comes back. We need to watch Crown Jewel. Maybe he will show up, and maybe we will have it. Just like we saw Brock Lesnar. He showed up, but we didn't see him have a match with Cena in a month until WrestlePalooza. And Cena had his match with Logan Paul, and then he had his match at WrestlePalooza. So maybe he will have some random person on October, and then he gets Edge at November. Like Logan Paul was a random person, right? A random person. It's a big match. It's a big match for Logan Paul. But it could be a big match for somebody else too. For October, where John Cena could beat him. And get momentum for Survivor Series and face Edge. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's going to be a big PLE. That we get John Cena versus Edge. If it happens. Well, first thing to start on Smackdown, we got Cody Rhodes wants to say, Paul Heyman he comes out, and he mocks Cody Rhodes. What do you want to talk about? He said a whole bunch of subjects and things that the fans are not happy with. You want to talk about Braun Breaker? You want to talk about the World Heavyweight Champion? You want to talk about Bronson Reed? People want to talk about Roman Reigns. But he says it's disrespectful to talk about a person that's injured by Big Bronson Reed. And then when he was about to say more things, Cody Rhodes comes out. He was about to talk about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out. He has some things to say. And Paul Heyman, I guess he felt he was threatened. But Cody Rhodes has a question. Because he showed a picture of Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar announcing him. He wasn't talking about. He didn't want to talk about Cody Rhodes. He wanted to talk about Brock Lesnar. But Cody Rhodes wants to know: was that the only time that this is going to happen, or are you guys still teammates now? He wants to know: is he talking to the Oracle, the Wise Man, or the Advocate? But Paul Heyman says you're talking to the Oracle. And then he brought the Brawns coming out, and Cody Rhodes talking about these guys, and tried to warn Braun Breaker about Paul Heyman. Didn't work out because he ripped his shirt off. But Cody Rhodes says, you guys want to fight me? This is not the greatest idea of mine. But he fights him back. So we have a big brawl here between Cody Rhodes and the Brawns. Cody tried everything, knocking everybody out, until the Nordic game was too much for him. And until Randy Orton comes out and make the save. And helps Cody Rhodes fed off the Brawns. First match of the evening, we got the number contendership to the WWE Tag Team titles. It will be the Street Profits versus Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. Pretty decent match, and we still want to know, are they going to break out the Street Profits? But they did a really good job. Carmelo Hayes and The Miz was about to win the match at the end, but The Miz always wants to be in the spotlight, so he wants to end the match. But Carmelo Hayes grabs his arm and he says, not this time. Not this time. So they got distracted and arguing at each other. And then the Street Profits use that distraction and beats Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. The Miz was getting pinned. Carmelo Hayes almost slides in the ring to break it up, but he stops. And he did not break it up. The winner of that match was the Street Profits. And then the Y6 was on the announce table. Well, we heard about Corey Graves. He won't be here. He won't be on SmackDown for a couple weeks. Booker T was on commentary this week with Michael Cole. So, I don't know. Booker T will be doing this for the next couple weeks. We heard that he doesn't want to do main roster commentary, but I guess he has to. Kind of works for WWE. He has to listen to his boss. So, yeah. We have a tag team match for the women's side. We have Julia and Kiana James versus Michin and Beat Bad. Beat Bad was doing good. She was training hard and she did well. It was a pretty okay match. The winner of that match was Julia and Kiana James. We have Sami Zayn United States Championship Open. U.S. Championship Open match. Open challenge. And he said anyone could go for this championship. SmackDown Superstars, Raw Superstars. They're in Orlando. That means NXT stars could show up too. And guess what? One did. The man that accepted this open challenge was Jabon Evans. He's going to Bound for Glory, going for the X Division title, and now he's going for the United States title? Jabon Evans didn't show up on Victory Road because SmackDown and Victory Road was both live, so he can't be on both shows. You understand that? He can't be on both shows. They had a video package. They had like a little video of Jabon Evans talking to Leon Slater. I hope you guys don't think that Jabon Evans showed up. He didn't show up. He showed up on SmackDown. I thought it was a pretty decent match for the United States Championship. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was great. Josh Briggs was not happy. He was in the audience, wasn't happy. The winner of that match and still the United States Champion was Sami Zayn. And then Jabon Evans got clotheslined by Josh Briggs. I forgot about No Mercy, and it's tomorrow night. Well, technically it is Saturday because it's 12:26. It is Saturday, so it's going to happen tonight. So yeah, we got some No Mercy to watch. Next, we got a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was great. The winner of that match, still the champion, Tiffany Stratton. The referee kind of botched. I don't think the referee botched. I think Nia Jax botched. Because Tiffany drop kicked Jade Cargill off of Nia Jax, went for a pin, and the referee was about to hit 3, but she stopped herself because Nia did not kick out. Nia forgot to kick out. And then Tiffany gets the win with the prettiest moonsaults. And I feel sorry for Jade Cargill because she had a gushy blood cut on her eye. And I thought it wasn't that bad until I saw all this blood on the ground that she was stepping on because she had to do a move onto the steel steps onto Nia Jax. And she smeared all this blood all over the mat. And then you saw her face. It looks like she was wearing red makeup or eyeshadow because it was all over her eye, and the referee has to try to cover up and try to wipe it off. But I don't think that will happen. I think she needs stitches. But that's just, we saw Jey Uso get that, but I think he got it way worse than she did. I don't know how she got it. She didn't use a weapon. I think it is when she moved all the pieces of the announce table. I guess something hit her in the eye and made her bleed. I guess. I don't know, because she almost whacked Michael Cole and Booker T with the hood of the announce table that people throws off. So yeah, I think that hit her in the head, in her eye, and made her bleed. I have no idea. Jacob Fatu made his return to attack Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre making excuses of why he lost the championship and why he's not the champion, and he wants another shot at the championship. Nick is not giving another shot. And he's done hearing these excuses, so he's leaving. And then Jacob Fatu came out and he says, "You just complain and whine about everything every single week. You blame other people." And Jacob Fatu doesn't like it anymore, and he beat him up. So it looks like the MFTs is still a team, it's still a faction. It's just Solo Sikoa, almost a Samoa Joe. Solo Sikoa is just naming all his family tree and how they help him and why he's so happy to have them. So he did, last week was Tonga Loa, this week was JC Mateo, and maybe next week it will be Tala Tonga, and maybe, if there's a fourth one, it could be Tamatoga. I have no idea. We never heard anything about Tamatoga yet. Don't know anything about this guy. We don't know if he's 100%. Is he coming back? Nobody said anything about him. So we have no idea what's going on here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT's or WWE's No Mercy results. That's all for me. That's all for me today. That is out. Bye.